Today is February 8th, 2021. Starting out the video showing you my truck. F350, four-wheel drive, plow. Just showing that this is a very large unit. Pretty large. Give you a little perspective. That's an 8-foot plow. Okay. Give you a little bit more perspective. See if you can see around that thing so you know how that looks. It's a very large unit. If it was up against something, another vehicle, you'd see how big it really is. So look at that. Couldn't even see the other car behind it. That's a Trailblazer, the extended version size. Quite a large vehicle. Showing you that to give you perspective on how big a unit this really is. And the reason I'm showing you that is that I've been having a issue with the mail carrier. See the box over there regarding closing the door, and it's evolved to their saying that their vehicle being a large one, they can't reach the box. Well, it started out as an issue several months ago, long before the snow, that they were first using a car and then a small SUV, but the door still wouldn't get closed. At the time they claimed it's because the door was loose. It would swivel if you let it, but if you look at the other videos, you'll see exactly how easy it really was. Now, I showed you that truck so you could see these tracks. That's the postal carrier's tracks. This is a large SUV they're using now. Those tracks are every bit as big as my F350 tires. Okay, this is a very large vehicle they're using. After they got through with the smaller SUV, they had a large pickup with lift kit, oversized tires, water forging kit, the whole 9 yards. And the letter that was in my box today said they got rid of that because they couldn't reach any of the boxes. So now with this oversized SUV they're using, they're down to 40 or 50 boxes in town that they can't reach, and they say they want everybody to raise them. That just don't seem right. Okay, this box has been here for 35 years. Every carrier that I've had loves it. It's placed out of the way, the whole bit. It's very nice. Originally, when I moved here, we didn't have mail service on this road. I was one of the original petitioner signatures to get mail delivery on our street. Very rural. And like I say, all of the carriers have been grateful. It's out the way. It's good height for them. Not one of them has used an oversized vehicle. This is the first one. And we're all expected to conform to that one. Well, what happens when we get another carrier or they decide to change vehicles? I don't know. So I complained to the post office several times. They're getting a little tired of it. I'm getting a little tired of it. I've been going through this a few months more than they have. They've only been doing it half a week with me. So they come up to measure, and they looked at the ground there, and they say my box is 6 inches too short, too low to the ground. They didn't account for the ice and snow that was there the day after the snowstorm that they came. And that's just how it normally is. Okay, that earth dips down. Now, the USPS has these guidelines for how high a mailbox is, and it's 40 inches or so, to account for snow and ice and stuff like that. So there's still a good height after the problems happen. They generally don't account for these vehicles that are going to be super high. Now, the way that SUV is built, their windows are very high. Okay? That should not be. But my point is, I'll come in from that direction, and I'll come up, open the box, pull out the mail, and continue on in the driveway. All right, that's not a big deal. If I can do it from an F-350, why can't she do it from an SUV? If I come in from that direction, the passenger will do it. Okay. Now, all of these other drivers that I've seen have used smaller vehicles. They'll either sit in the middle, or they'll have the adapter kit put on where they can drive from the right side, the passenger side. But not one of them has used a large SUV. It's just not a feasible thing, much less that big pickup truck. But they gave that up a couple of weeks ago. But my point is, why can't you get the box closed? This is not a docking station in space. If you reach down and you freaking touch just a little bit of it, it's going to go. It'll close. And it'll stay closed. Which is the first excuse I was getting, was that the wind was blowing it open. However, those tabs would almost daily be bent. You know, I'm the kind of person that when I do a job, I like to do it thoroughly. I don't want people thinking I did a crappy job. I kind of expect that out of most people, a little pride in your workmanship. Hopefully the situation improves. I'm not real hopeful from the responses I'm getting from the postal department. I'm going to try with them again one more time at the local level. If not, we're going to have to try something else. Come on, guys, step it up a bit. This should not be an issue, but it is.